In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make a journal on Notion. This is going to be a really good journal which allows you to put your emotions in there, your mood, your daily highlights, energy, productivity, all of the things so you can keep track of it, and it's great for productivity and your mental health, etc. So let's get right into it. Now the first thing you want to do is add a new page on Notion here like this, and we're going to call it Daily Journal like this. Cool. Now, what we actually want to do, if you want to, you can add an icon. So I'm going to put a little pen tool, a little pencil here. Pick the color. I'll just pick this one. And we want to go to the top right here, and we want to put it onto full width like that. So the next thing we want to do here is we want to type in /table. And there's a thing here on database which says table view. So we'll click on that. And then we want to go over to new database here. We're going to call this entries like this. And we can actually go ahead and hide the database title like this. We can also go over here to tags and we can delete this property here. Press delete. Now, for the first section here, we can just leave that a name, or you can also call it date, whatever you want to. The next one we're going to add here is date itself. So we'll type in date, and there's already a date property thing here, so we'll click that there. Cool. Now the next one that we want to add in here is, we're going to call it daily highlight. I'm just going to have a text box for that. So I'll add a text box, and we're going to call it daily highlight. Now over here we can actually change the icon to a star or whatever you'd like to. Now one thing to keep this organized, I'm going to go to these three dots here, and I'm going to go over to layout, and I'm going to go down to show vertical lines, and if we turn that off, it should be a little bit more organized and minimalistic. So in here we can actually create an entry, so let's call this Monday. We can go into date and we'll choose today, and we can put daily highlight. So daily highlight is, what was the highlight of your day? So let's say read 10 pages of a book. Let's say that was your daily highlight. So the next thing we can go and do is create our mood section. So we're going to go ahead here and type in /gallery, and it's going to come up with this thing called gallery view. So we're going to click on here, and we're going to create a new database here, new database, and we're going to call this moods. Now again, like we did before, we're actually going to hide this here, and we're going to go over here into these three dots here, and we're going to change a few things in this settings to make it a bit more minimalistic and organized. So we'll go into layout, we'll go down here into card preview and we'll put none, and we'll go to card size and put small, just to make it a bit smaller like that. Now in here what we can do is we can put all the different moods that we generally experience. So in this first one we could put happy, and up here we can add an icon that we associate with happy. Now you can either use an emoji or you can use an icon like this. So if I put happy, put that in here, and you can even add a color to what you think happy is, whatever you'd like to do. You could add sad. I'm going to put an emoji for this one. We could put anxious. The next one, put hopeful. So yeah, I think you kind of get the gist here. You can just add as many different emotions that you generally feel that you want to put down on your thing here. Now, it's pretty easy to implement this to our journal. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to add a heading above the thing we just created. So this one we'll call moods. This, and then we'll add one up here, and I'll call this entries. So I'm going to bring that up here like this. Cool, just to keep it organized. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to press this little add icon here, and we're going to type in relation. So what this is going to do is going to create a relation between the database here of moods and this up here. So I'm going to click this here, and I'm going to put show on moods. I'm going to click add relation. So this should now connect this and this up. So if I go here, I can actually put which mood I want from here. So if I added another mood here, so we say we added angry, it would also show up here. So let's just put happy for today, so that we're happy today. Now another thing, you might want to change the icon up here. I'll just put a smile for this. But you can also add multiple moods in here. So say you're happy and hopeful, you can add multiple here, just like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and click and drag onto here. And I'm going to do Control C, then Control V. And I'm going to paste down here a new thing. And it takes a second to load. And this is going to be where we put our energy levels. So in here, I'm going to type energy. And we only need 3 different energy levels here, really. So I'm going to delete these 2. And I'm going to put the 3 different things as high, medium, and low. Now we can have a battery icon. I'll just put this one. And you can change the colors. So let's say we want that for high. So we want this for medium. I need to type the name as medium. And I'll put low in here. And go to the battery. And I'll add that as low. Now what we can do, go over here back to our original thing. And we can rename this to energy level. Or even just energy. And then we'll change the icon. I'm going to put it as a battery like this. Now in here again, we can put in the different energy levels we're feeling. Now you probably only want to have one here, because you probably only feel one of these energy levels. So I'm going to deselect medium and just keep it at high for now. Next we're going to add our productivity section. So I'm going to press add here. And I'm going to go down to number. And we'll call it productivity. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Productivity. Now it's going to ask, do you want it shown as a number, bar, or ring? We're going to put ring. You can change the color to whatever you want. Now here I'm going to put divide by, and I'm going to put 10 like that. If I drag this over here and I change the productivity to a time icon, for example. Now if we type in a number, say we were a 5 out of 10, you're going to see the ring's going to go to 50%. If we were saying 8 out of 10, the ring's going to go a much higher to 8 out of 10. So it's a pretty cool way of organizing it. As we do that, we can drag each of these down just to keep it more organized if you want to. So now we're going to give some different entries, and the first one we're going to do is a today view. So I'm going to press here on the little entry, the little view thing, and we're going to call this today. I'll just change the icon here. Now we're going to click on filter, and we're going to filter by date, and we're going to change it from is, and then here we're going to put today, like that. Now I'm going to duplicate this here, right click, duplicate, and I'm going to name this one to this week, and we're going to go to filter, and for the filter here we're going to say is this week. Actually, just change it up here to is relative to today week, so that will change it to the week view, so that will basically show all your entries for the week. Lastly, I'm going to duplicate this here, and I'm going to call this one calendar, and I'm going to change the layout to calendar. So it'll give me an overview of everything. I'm going to go to the filter, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to delete filter. So this will just give me a full overview of all of the different entries that I have. So now we've got this one here, we've got today, this week, calendar. Now we can actually create the questions and stuff for us to answer on a daily basis. So we go over here to where it says new, we'll go new template, and whatever your journal is, you can call it whatever you want, but we can just put gratitude, for example, and we can ask ourselves some questions here. So we could say, what are 3 things you are grateful for today? 1, 2, 3, like that. So now if I create an entry, we can just call this one Tuesday. We can change the date to here. If I go to the week, we can open this here and we can select the gratitude template we just made, and it will take a second to load, but then we can put our answers in here like that. And we can actually fill out here all the different things. So what was the daily highlight? I met my friend. Energy level, we can select it. Medium. Mood. Happy. Productivity. Put that out of 10, so we'll put 3 out of 10. And we can type in here our 3 things that we're grateful today. Close that here. And then here we have our daily journal. So now we can actually go into it anytime, open that to see what we'd written on those days, and that's how you do it. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what other things you'd like me to show you how to make. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.